Let's take a look at your profile. The profile is your mini site within the Direct Trades website. This is your personal web page. If you do not have a web page, this is your web page. It's sort of a Facebook page, but you can advertise yourself on it, you can upload photos, and you can accomplish the same thing that you would if you had a normal web page. So let's begin by editing it. You'd have to set it up to begin. It'll take you to a page, and as you can see, we've already uploaded some photos and logos. So you can upload a photo here or a logo, and you can get as creative as possible. As you see on the side, we have a photo of Joe Jones and his sons. And here's all the pertinent information about you. You can write in there a tagline which will appear on the top of your site. Coming down lower, we suggest that you get as descriptive as you can in this text box. So tell about yourself, speak about your experience. Here's where you can sell yourself. This box here will allow you to upload a logo which will be automatically populated on every invoice and every estimate. So if you do not have one already, you may want to get one or something that you would like to appear on your estimates. Managing terms and conditions. This is what will appear on your estimates and invoices. Each estimate and each invoice will have a drop-down box. Once you click that button, this will appear, the titles. Okay? So you will read, estimate is valid for 30 days. What your customer will read is, our estimates will be honored for 30 days, so on and so forth. Okay? And you can edit it here, but you can also edit this on the estimate or invoice. So to add one is very simple. You can click the terms and conditions, and let's title this 10%. Okay, 10% deposit, and you could put in here, we require 10% ... Okay, submit it. Our system tells you it was successful, and there it is. It shows up there. So from now on, when you get into your estimate or invoice, you can click the drop down arrow and the 10% deposit will appear. But you really need to know what the description says, because that's what your customers will see. So you can manage that and then update your information. Now, in addition to that, as you can see, we're always telling you whether or not you've done it successfully. You can open your gallery, and here's where you can upload numerous photos of jobs you've completed. And we suggest that you title them as well. And your customers will come in and they can see this. They can also click on it and make it larger. So when you finish that, you click Save Gallery Photos. Last but not least, if you can recall when you registered, you ticked boxes requiring skills. And you basically said, these are my skills. Well, here's where you can adjust that. You can add skills, or you can subtract skills from this box. Okay, and once we're finished here, what we will do is view the profile. Now, this is what our demonstration profile would look like. Now, you could make it look a whole lot nicer. And with a little bit of work and some expertise, you can really make this shine. But here's your tagline that will appear on the top. And this is what customers will see when they come to your site. They can click on the photo and make it larger. They could come to the side here and see your details. And they can also see the areas that you're willing to work in. So, for example, if a customer who lives in London landed on your microsite, they would see that you don't work in London, and thus they would pass you by. But those who live in your area might just require an estimate or contact you. Now, these three boxes are very important. A person can contact you with this box. They can request an estimate with this box. They can also accept your estimate. So if you were to email an estimate to somebody, they could come to your microsite and click this button and accept it. And if they were to do that, it will appear in your dashboard under the tab that's marked Estimates, and it will be highlighted in red. And I'll show you how that would look in a little while. This button right here, when activated, will allow your customers to come to your microsite, press this button, and pay for an invoice with their credit or debit card. Very important function. In fact, if you were at your customer site with your mobile, you can access your microsite and input their details to pay for an invoice. For example, you might want 50% upfront before you start the job, and you may want it now because you don't want to chase them for the money. So you can do it with your mobile phone. And this is beautiful because you don't need to buy or rent a card reader. They can be as expensive as 70 quid, and you might have to pay 19 pounds a month to rent it. So this will avoid the excess costs that you would have to receive credit or debit cards. Okay, so let's come over here and say that someone came to your site and they'd like to contact you. So they'd come here and they'd put their first name in here, and then they'd put their last name in and their email. And then they would write something like, "Hi Joe, please contact me regarding a waterfall." Let's just say they want to build a waterfall in their garden, right? Okay. Regards, Sam. And he would submit that. And once he submits it, the system will tell him it was successful. Now what you would do is you'd go back to your dashboard, and as you open your dashboard, you can immediately see a red highlighted number 1. Now, if it were an accepted estimate, it would appear here as a red highlighted number 1 or 2, or how many people have come there. So you see this, and you would simply open it up. And as you can see, Sam Sims has contacted you earlier and you read it, but now he's contacted you again. You can open this up and you can read it and you can respond. But once again, you can also generate one of these tasks right from this screen. Additionally, you don't need to do that. You could come right here and generate a task. So, having said that, you can see your profile is a very powerful tool because it is your microsite. So good luck with it, and please be creative.